I'm sharing a complete LLM Wiki package built for Antigravity. In this video, I'll break down the architecture of how an agent can maintain its own memory, and then we'll run 4 live demos showing the agent bootstrapping, syncing, and self-correcting a project's wiki in real time. There's a pattern Andrej Karpathy wrote about recently called LLM Wiki. The idea: instead of stuffing the context window every session, or relying on stateless RAG lookups, you let the agent maintain a living knowledge base about your project. Pages it writes, pages it reads, pages it updates. It works beautifully for stable knowledge, things you add to, more than you change. Concepts, architecture, decisions, domain rules. But for coding, the implementation details change daily. If you try to document every function, the wiki rots. The solution is the schema constraint. We tell the agent to completely ignore fast-moving code and strictly document stable foundations like architecture and data models. So I built this for Antigravity. It's not an extension. It's 3 primitives Antigravity already gives you: a skill, a set of workflows, and a rule. The skill is the brain. It teaches the agent what an LLM wiki is, how pages are structured, how confidence decays, how old pages get superseded. The workflows are the procedures: init, ingest, sync, lint. The rule keeps it always on, so the agent reads the wiki at session start and syncs it after source-changing work. The thing that makes this work for code, not just stable knowledge, is a per-repo schema plus rules that govern what's in scope. The schema lives inside the wiki itself. It decides what gets documented, what gets ignored, how granular pages are, and when a page is considered stale. Quick note on why I'm sharing this. A few people asked for it, so this video is really an example, a starting point you can fork and adapt. For my own projects, I mostly use it on stable builds, where the value isn't speed, it's preventing the accidental deletion of critical code the agent forgot was load-bearing. 4 demos. 1. Bootstrap a wiki on a project that has none. 2. Open a fresh session and watch the agent brief itself. 3. Change the code and watch it autosync. 4. Run the linter and catch drift before it rots. Let's go. Case 1. Bootstrapping the wiki. The demo app is a single-page Gemma 4 front-end index.html, an environment file, a README. No wiki folder yet. I run /wiki-init. The workflow copies a default schema from the skill. Now, while we normally focus strictly on high-level architecture, I relaxed the schema rules for this demo to include the UI and API clients so we have code to play with. The agent scans the repo and writes an overview page, our module pages, an architecture page, and a glossary. Every page gets front matter with a title, a last updated date, source files it points to, and a confidence rating. The index.md becomes the table of contents. The log.md starts recording every operation. From now on, that log is the agent's memory of what it did to the wiki and why. Case 2. A fresh session. I open a new Antigravity chat with no prior context. The always-on rule fires. The agent reads the index, loads the overview, and tells me what this project is without me explaining anything. This is the compile and synthesize pattern from the LLM Wiki write-up. The agent is not searching the codebase. It's reading distilled, agent-written notes, notes it trusts because it wrote them, and they carry confidence scores. Case 3. This is where it gets interesting. I ask for a change to the UI honesty fix on a metrics label. The agent edits index.html, and because the rule says autosync after source changing work, it immediately runs /wikisync. Sync is the fast cousin of ingest. It looks at what changed in Git, working tree, and HEAD, figures out which wiki pages touch those files, and updates only those pages. If more than 10 pages would be affected, it defers to a deeper ingest. That's the guardrail against the wiki spiraling during a large refactor. The sync finishes, the log.md gets a new entry, and the wiki now matches reality. No manual step. This is what stops the slow rot. Case 4. The linter. /wikilint runs 7 checks: staleness, drift, orphans, gaps, contradictions, legacy redundancy, and front matter hygiene. It never autofixes. It produces a report and proposes changes. In this run, it catches a drift. The data model page claims thinking level equals max, but the code actually uses high. That's exactly the class of bug the wiki is supposed to prevent: documentation that's silently wrong. One line to revert, and the next session won't inherit the lie. A few quick notes on Lifecycle. Every page tracks the Git commit it was last synced against. Each new commit that touches a source file lowers that page's confidence. 0 commits behind, high confidence. 1 to 4, medium. 5 or more, low. And the agent is told to re-verify before trusting it. Pages are never silently deleted. When a decision is overturned or a module is ripped out, the old page gets a super session note pointing at the new one. The history is preserved. That matters when a future session asks why something was done a particular way. Everything lives inside the repo under .agents. Skills, workflows, rules, all there. If you like it, promote the skills and workflows to the global Antigravity folder with 2 copy commands, and every future project gets them for free. The schema stays per repo, because every project decides its own scope. That's the whole thing. It's an example. Take it, fork it, adjust the schema to your own idea of scope. I'll keep using it where it earns its keep. The stable builds where an agent for getting a critical piece of code costs real money. Links, source, and the Karpathy write-up are below. See you in the next one.